okay? Let's very briefly hit a plugs segment here, okay? And then let us go to some shout-outs for those who have contributed, and then we'll get started with Devil May Cry 5. How does all that sound? Sound good? All right, fair enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everything. If you enjoy my daily live streams, if you enjoy my on-demand videos on DSPGaming on YouTube, if you love everything I've done in 10 years, over 10 years as a content creator, and you want to see it continue, there are many ways that you can be supportive of myself and my efforts to keep doing this for a living, all right? In general, there are 3 ways that you can help the most this month, because I have an impending tax payment coming up in April, mid-April, and I don't know what it is yet. I'm still waiting on word from my accountant. In fact, if I don't hear back from them early next week, I'll probably try to contact them again and say, do you have an ETA or a status update? Because I'd really like to know sooner rather than later how much I'm going to owe for these taxes, okay? So anyway, with this looming, all right, I need to raise as many funds in a short amount of time as humanly possible in order to pay off as much as I can. More than likely, I'm not going to raise enough to pay it all off, but the less I owe, the better, all right? So that being said, with all things considered, there are 3 ways that you can be supportive this month that are going to help me out more than anything else, all right? The first would be to pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil, all right? Please give it a look. You earn personal perks as a thank you for your pledges to my Patreon, all right? Pretty good stuff, and I certainly hope that you will consider pledging. I also have a Teespring store where you can buy fun merchandise, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, high-quality stuff. I can personally attest to the quality because I own a bunch of it myself, all right? Or, since you are on a live stream if you're watching this, okay? If you're watching this on live stream, or, you know what, I can even say this, if you're watching this on demand on YouTube, you could also do this. Tipping me, all right? Tipping me via the link that I put out on streams and in the description of all my YouTube videos is actually the very best way that you can contribute right now, because those funds become readily available immediately and will allow me to pay those towards the taxes next month. So please consider tipping me. If at all you can, that is the best way to support. There's 2 ways you can tip me. Below the stream, there's a button that says Tips Jar. All right. And also, there is a command. So if you don't see the Tips Jar button, you can type !tip into the stream chat. That will bring up the link in the stream chat, okay, that you can click on to go to my PayPal tips page. You can either leave your name and a message when you tip me, or you can be anonymous. All right. Either one. It's up to you. Now, someone just asked in the stream chat, and I apologize because their name scrolled off, but I read the message. Is it really anonymous? Will I see information and the like? No. If you do anonymous, it's anonymous. Like, I won't know who actually gave me that tip at all, you know? So if you're an anonymous tipper, you're an anonymous tipper. I don't have any information. There's no way that you can get doxxed or whatever, because some people have expressed concern. Oh, what if I tip Phil? I'm trying to be supportive to Phil, but will people get my information and harass me? Not if you do an anonymous tip. There's no way that anyone could get your information, okay? Just saying. Because people have been looking for anonymous ways to contribute because they're afraid of being attacked by trolls and stuff. Just do it anonymously and you're fine, okay? No golden cults. I don't see that. He's saying, if someone tips anonymously, do I see payment information like the name of the person who paid? No. No, in fact, I think, if I'm correct, and I don't know because I don't double check this stuff, the only thing I ever see is if there's an issue with the payment, then I get information, like I'll get the email address that was registered to that PayPal account. So for example, let's say someone tips me $1 and then they try to dispute that dollar and say that, Phil didn't mail the product. You know, they're trying to scam PayPal to get their money back. I think then I get the email address that person used to register their PayPal account. I think I see that. And that's it. I don't get a name. I don't get an address. I don't get to see what method that person paid. None of it. It's all anonymous. So none of that is exposed at all. Okay? So there you go. That's it. Oh, Golden Gold says not anonymously a normal tip. With a normal tip, all I see, again, I think with a normal tip that's not anonymous, all I ever see is an email address. That's it. So I'll see the email address that, that you, I guess you registered with or whatever, and that's it. But by the way, that's only visible to me. That's not visible to anyone else. Whatever you're when you're tipping, only what you choose to be public becomes public. If you want to give your name and a message, you can. If you say anonymous, you could just have it blank and no one ever sees anything ever. Okay? Yeah, I don't know. Like, people are, I'll just fill out all my full information. No, I don't have anything. I don't even know your name. Nothing. It's all done, it's all behind the scenes stuff. So, as long as you're not putting your full name and address in your email. Oh, well, my name is Phil Burnell, 15753 Mockingbird Lane, blah, 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 at gmail.com. As long as that's not your email address, none of that ever becomes public, okay? So no worries there. Okay. All right. So anyway, sorry, I was answering some questions from the stream chat there about tipping. All right. So that's the best way to help right now. Now, there are other methods. For example, you could cheer and sub, and I appreciate that. Anyone who does cheer with bits or subscribes to the channel, those things also help. But those are more long-term. Those are things that will help me down the road. They're not going to necessarily help me with the short-term tax issue, okay? So still appreciate those. Not looking a gift horse in the mouth. And yes, if you either cheer, sub, or tip during today's stream, I am going to give you a verbal shout-out regardless of what method it is. Okay? But please consider contributing if at all you can. In any way, it helps, all right? Now, as you guys can also see at the top of the screen, we've got a stream stats leaderboard that I will be updating periodically. All right, this has the top tipper, top cheerer, as well as a running tally of all the tips for a certain stream, and subs, which I'll check every once in a while. We'll see if there's a lot of subs. We'll see if there's a sub update or whatever. In particular, we're actually pretty high on subs right now. 525 subs is pretty damn good, especially because there's no sub goal this month. But you guys are being very supportive, so thank you guys very much for that. I appreciate that very much. I do. So thanks very much. And again, if you want extra recognition, you can try to make it up there on that leaderboard. Fair enough? All right. So, let us now begin. Let us now begin, everybody. Are you ready? All right. Let's do some shout-outs for those who have contributed. The shout-outs. Okay. So, we actually start off overnight with some people who were supportive when I was not even broadcasting. Again, thank you to those who contribute when I'm not even live. That's pretty awesome. So we start off with Genetic Gamer. He says, I've been watching some of your older Ask the King podcasts, and you talk about how copyright strikes destroyed your YouTube following. What one event would you say destroyed your YouTube following? That would be it. It was 2015, and my YouTube channel, DSPGaming, was still a huge gaming channel on YouTube. Every time I played a game, all right, my videos, my gameplay ended up going into the rankings, the high up rankings for people doing gameplay. I was probably within the first 2 to 3 pages, no matter what game I played on YouTube when you searched for that game. I would get a big influx of views based off of that on DSP Gaming. And then what happened was, that was the year when basically a bunch of people maliciously intended to hurt me, all right? They started posting fan art on my forums saying, yes, you can use this on your streams. Like, that's outright what they were doing. They were giving outright permission to use this on my streams. So I did. And then, in late summer of 2015, they started copyright claiming all of the fan art, saying, oh, look, I posted that up on DeviantArt before Phil ever used it, and I never gave him permission to use it. Now, the thing is, it was all automated. It wasn't like a human ever looked at any of this situation to figure out the truth of the matter. And back then, YouTube was so bad with copyright that they just said, oh, well, we just believe them no matter what. And they actually struck down DSP Gaming with copyright strikes. And it's bullshit. How can you get copyright strikes for fan art that was given permission to use, right? And it wasn't just fan art. Also, there were intro videos. Remember, 2015 was the year when I had done the green screen stuff. And, yeah, I did the green screen stuff. and people used that to make videos, and then gave them to me and said, Phil, use these on your streams. We love you. And then 2 months later, claimed all those streams on YouTube saying, oh, that was my video, which makes no sense because how could it be their video when it's me in the video? Like, they used my persona, my visage, I guess would be the best way to say it, in their own fan-made green screen video, and gave it to me permission to use it, and then claimed it afterwards, which makes no sense. It's me in the fucking video. How can you claim against me for me? But again, YouTube systems were so bad back then that they would allow this. It was all automated. So I got a ton of strikes against DSPGaming. And at that point, I was still partnered with Machinima. And I had a meeting with the head of partnerships at Machinima, all right, and YouTube. We were all there together. And I said, you know, what should I do? And I was told directly by YouTube, take down any video, you know, that has this kind of fan art in it. Because these people may have already put in dozens, if not more, of these strikes against you. And they could already be in the pipeline. And there's no way that they can stop them because it's an automated process. So I had to go and delete, oh man, hundreds. It took me a whole day. Hundreds of videos. And millions of views were deleted from DSPGaming, the channel. And when that happened, basically when that happens, when you see someone delete a ton of videos and millions of views are erased, YouTube's algorithms, everything automated, says, oh, there's obviously something wrong with this channel because there's no way that a legit channel with no kinds of funny business going on would have millions of views deleted and all these videos deleted overnight. So when this happens, it kicks you out of YouTube's rankings. And I actually confirmed this again about 2 months later with Machinima and YouTube, that DSPGaming, that had once been very prominent in YouTube's rankings for a gaming channel, was removed. And so now none of my videos were showing up in the high-ass rankings for gaming. You would have to specifically search for DSPGaming and a game to find my videos. So I went from being one of the most prominent gaming YouTubers associated with, you know, a new game comes out, my video would show up in the search, and you'd be able to find the stuff, and it would get lots of views because of that, to getting absolutely zero organic views, none, from YouTube's search or related videos. None. And in fact, it actually got worse because if you remember, people were making so many negative videos about me. Now the negative videos were in the search rankings, so people were seeing negative stuff before they ever saw my stuff, okay? And it sucks because, quite frankly, this situation ruined my YouTube following. Like, I, at that point, had been able to do YouTube solely for a living. And it was actually that year, 2015, when that was it. It fell through, and I had to start doing Patreon, and I had to seek other methods of income because just the YouTube income wasn't enough anymore. And quite frankly, everyone, since then, it's just been a downward spiral, and there's nothing I can do about it. You know, there's absolutely nothing I can do to fix the situation. It was 100% the work of those fucking trolls that destroyed my YouTube career. I could have been able to keep doing YouTube full time indefinitely if that hadn't happened. But that one act of copyright abuse and fraud, because it's a crime to do it, it's illegal, it's fraud, screwed everything up. And since then, I had to do everything, change everything, you know, rebrand the channel as a different kind of channel. It's just an archive channel now, refocus, and now I'm a streamer, you know. I had to make so many different changes as a result of that. And, you know, there was nothing I could have done about it. It was maliciously planned as an actual attack against me. The people who did it came out later and admitted this was all planned from the start. And they had always intended for this to happen to me. It's fucked up. Again, people I don't know, people I never did anything negative to. It's pretty fucked up, huh? But that's what people do. Just because, you know, they can, oh my God, this is so good. I had a negative impact on someone. Oh, wow. And it gives them a value, like a feeling of self-worth. Because in their real lives, they don't have any, you know? So, oh, wow, I actually hurt a YouTuber. Oh, wow, I'm such a special person. Because I did something impactful on someone, you know? It's fucked up. It is. It's just messed up. And, you know, for people like us, normal people, this is just like a heinous thing. You think about it, you're like, wow, that's really messed up. That he's someone who busted his ass for years and years to put out content for free, and was making a living on it, and you took away his living, you know, for what? For nothing, just because you could. Yeah, and that's my fucking reality. Seriously. That's my reality. It sucks. All right, and Jake Likes Cats appropriately was timed out for being a negative dick. And if you don't like it, why are you on my fucking stream? No one wants to hear this. Well, then why are you on the stream? If you don't want to hear me talk about my past and talk about things that have happened to me, why are you here? Right? Again, maybe you should reevaluate why you watch certain people. What the fuck, man? All right, anyway. Bulletproof cheer. He says, with daylight saving coming up, some states are trying to opt out and stay with a year-round daylight saving time. Do you think daylight saving should end or should it stay as is? It should definitely end. It serves no practical purpose whatsoever. The only reason we do it is because we've always done it. And I'm sorry to say, humans have evolution and advancement. And when you find that there's no practical purpose to do something, you stop doing it. For some reason, we haven't stopped doing this. It's dumb as shit. It's just a hassle for everyone. It fucks up the time zones. It fucks up everyone's schedule. It fucks up everyone's sleeping schedule. There's no reason for it whatsoever. It's just stupidity for the sake of stupidity. And our lawmakers should end it. But they're so busy, you know, being inept at what they fucking do that they can't get basic shit done to take care of our citizens. So how the hell are they supposed to take care of something optional like this, right? So I'm not surprised we still do it with those fucking lame brains that we've got over in Washington. So, all right. Golden Colts did a 101-bit cheer overnight and said, have a good one. Thank you very much, Golden Colts, for the cheer. Okay. All right, now it is time to give shout-outs for those who contributed during today's live stream. So let's get started. We start off with John C. III, who subscribed for 6 months and said, greetings, Phil. I finally have my golden crown. That is correct. After 6 months, you earned the golden crown chat badge. So thank you very much, John C. III, for the support, and I hope that you enjoy your gold crown. Lord Coldfire has subscribed for 23 months and says, hey, Phil, thanks for all the laughs and rage and for 10 years of awesome content. Thank you very much, Lord Coldfire. Uzi Gohard did a 190-bit cheer. That's the top cheer so far today. And says, have you ever considered playing the Tony Hawk games? Well, it's funny because I played one. It just sadly was the worst fucking one possible. If you remember, it was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. And it was one of the worst games I've ever played. Completely uninspired. It was, I don't even want to talk about it. It was that much of a joke that they actually released this game and actually had the audacity to charge people what they charged people for it. It was one of the worst. I actually heard the old school Tony Hawk games were quite good. And, you know, we'll see. Moving forward, will they ever resurrect it? Probably not. I would think that the Tony Hawk franchise is officially dead after that last stinker of a game. However, maybe one day they'll re-release the good ones. And I would definitely consider, you know, playing the good ones if they ever re-release them. But would I ever go back and play, like, the old Tony Hawk games on, like, the classic consoles? I doubt it. Only reason I say that is probably you'd have to get the emulated versions on PSN. And those have lag. So imagine trying to do a game that's an intensive action-based game where you got to do tricks and stuff with lag. Probably not a good idea. But outside of that, you know, if they ever do re-release, I mean, they re-release every fucking franchise, right? So if they re-release in HD or whatever, yeah, I'd consider playing it. Okay. Uzi Gohard also tipped me $5. So I think Uzi Gohard was really trying to get top rankings today on the pre-stream. So let's get him up there with the top tip of the day so far. Thank you very much. Good stuff. Okay, I Stand With Vic has subscribed for 15 months. Thank you very much, I Stand With Vic. I appreciate that. 2-Bar King did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much, 2-Bar King. K Diaz did a 140-bit cheer and says, feel excited to be here. How's your day going so far? What would you say is one of your favorite video games that you could never get tired of playing? Well, first of all, so far so good today. You know, I haven't really done much today. But so far, so good with everything. So thanks for asking. You know, the game franchise that probably I'd never get tired of playing is Street Fighter, because even if the modern Street Fighter sucks, I can always go back to the old ones and get some good retro fun in, as I've been doing recently with Third Strike and Super Turbo. Outside of that, you know, like classic FPS style action, you know, Modern Warfare and stuff like that. Even the modern Call of Duties, as little as I like them, I can still jump into them and get some enjoyment every once in a while. Get that kill streak, get that good, you know, run going, and you get that adrenaline boost. You get that surge of excitement again, right? You get that bug back, man. Oh, I love that feeling when you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills and you're running around and you're playing real well. You get that excitement back. So that's what I would say, but primarily I would say Street Fighter, classic Street Fighter. Okay. That Natural Herb has cheered. Thank you very much, Dat Natural Herb, for 50-bit cheer. Jay Bowler cheered. He says, I won't be here today because I got an appointment. We'll catch up on YouTube later on. Have a good stream. Thank you very much, Jay Bowler. I wish you well, whatever your appointment is. And yeah, remember, guys, every single stream is recorded and then archived and uploaded to my YouTube channel, DSPGaming, every single day. So if you ever miss out on a stream, you head over to DSPGaming and you can watch on demand. And, you know, thousands of people daily head over there and check out the videos. Good stuff. Okay, Dat Natural Herb also did another 100-bit cheer. So, thank you, everyone. Let's go ahead and let's do shout-outs for the top cheerers of the week, shall we? Let's go through the cheering list, and then we're going to get started. Okay, hold on. I'm disposing of a troll. There we go. Disposed of a stupid troll. All right. So, let's do some shout-outs, guys. Top 10 cheerers of the week. Reminder that you got today and tomorrow if you want to try to get on this leaderboard, because it resets overnight on Sunday, all right? So, in 10th place this week, we've got Insomniatic Me. In 9th place, Uzi Gohar. In 8th place, Freddie Lamar Bosley. In 7th place, Infinite 55. In 6th place, Aircade USA. 5th place goes to Knows Nobody. 4th place goes to Xbox One is Garbage. 3rd place, Baja Blast 79. 2nd place, Bagel Goose. And firmly in 1st place for this week, Super Blind Man. So congratulations to those who are the top cheerers of the week. Much appreciated.